Well, let me set the scene. This past weekend was the perfect example for everything wrong with Joe Biden. The gross negligence of the past 4 years of media malfeasance. Everything that the left said would happen under Donald Trump just occurred over the last weekend. Let me just give you an update on where we are as a nation. Remember, we were told, everybody, our allies just hate us so much because of Donald Trump. And Biden would come in and restore our integrity and our role in the world. Meanwhile, Britain's not talking to us. France, our longest ally and one of our most trusted NATO allies, recalled their ambassador for the first time in American history over a botched arms deal with Australia. Oh, and NATO is about to collapse due to Biden ignoring the NATO heads of state. They no longer trust us and are talking about a new European League instead of NATO. Biden was going to be compassionate. He would never put people in cages on the border. No, he didn't have cages. We didn't even care enough to build a place for him. Now, I haven't seen AOC crying on the Texas border of the 15,000 people that are living under the Del Rio Bridge. The border is worse than any time in American history, a true humanitarian crisis, all because Biden reversed all of Trump's partnerships with Mexico and others. We were promised the economy would roar back to life. Well, we have 11 million unfilled jobs. We're printing money for welfare. The Dow dropped 600 points yesterday because we're worried about another financial collapse, this time in China, who we are now fully in bed with. Biden would unite us. 57% of Democrats now think Trump supporters are the biggest threat to America, followed by 56% that think the biggest threat is anti-vaxxers. Wow, they've just made you doubly dangerous. The people who support President Trump, the guy who got the vaccine done in record time and has had the vaccine himself and says other people should get it. He and his supporters are called anti-vaxxers by Joe "No miracles are coming" Biden. Meanwhile, Trump was the dictator. As Biden forces companies to bend to his will on vaccines, our president now, last week, told 100 million Americans, quote, "My patience is running thin." Gas prices are higher than ever. We are no longer energy independent. And because of what Joe Biden did in his first couple of weeks, Russia this morning is now holding Europe hostage over oil and gas. Joe Biden was for the working man. Now, we find out, as long as you're in a union, and if you don't mind runaway food inflation, and it's not so bad unless you eat meat. Our schools are now run by the teachers union, CRT, and you gotta mask your kids. Violent crime is through the roof. I'm not sure what our military stands for anymore. There's no accountability, and the great uniter and global healer was handed peace in the Middle East. The historic Abrahamic Accords, now in shambles. They're back to appeasing Iran, putting Israel in danger, giving our weapons and planes to the Taliban. And to sum up, in Afghanistan, Americans have been left behind. Do you miss him yet? President Donald Trump. Right now.